Hey, good morning. Oh, I forgot my coffee. Well, I just wanted to show you this. Yesterday I told you I was going to build one of these, and yesterday I built this. So the cement is drying. It's all propped up, ready to have some little things put across the top of it. I might put a couple bird boxes up there or something like that. I'm going to put some corrugated metal on the side of it, make it look pretty. But I forgot my coffee, and this is Coffee with Jason, so we're gonna head back inside and take you on a little walk, I guess. This is from here to here, there'll be another gate, and then there's where the fence will go, and it really differentiates between over there and over there. It is so, I'm gonna watch this back one in the winter and just be like, how is there so much green? This is crazy. Everything is just so fucking green. It's a lot. That's my backyard. There's a little bit over there too. Okay. I like this part. It'll be better soon, but it's pretty good now. When I first got here, it was a big floofy dude. I don't know if you see him. This big floofy dude there, and a couple of little plants around him. And then when we got the siding done, it was, oh, hello neighbor dog. They broke out some cement from the little wall that's near the house. So I had a bunch of cement and like, I don't know, it just came to me to build like a little barrier around that certain area, right? And we called it the toad sanctuary for a while. We put a bunch of toads in there, because if I do put a water feature, I'm gonna put it there, like a little, I have a little, the house came with a fountain, like this like 3-bowl fountain with a pineapple on top. And so inside it came with a water pump. So I do have a water pump to be able to just filter like a little bit of water from the top. Like it comes, if the floof is here, it comes down into around where the concrete is. So the plan is to dig out parts of it and to build little pond sanctuary things with all the stuff that, I don't know, little bowls and stuff like that. So as long as it doesn't have mosquitoes in it, we can do whatever we want with water. So cheers to coffee. Hello, good morning. Is Wednesday. So yesterday I planned, started, and finished. Here's my plans I wrote down, and then I wrote down exactly the steps, and then I just banged out each step. And the more I went, the more momentum I got, and the more I was like, I'm gonna finish this. This looks good. This is good. I talked to my fiance about the difference between baking and cooking, right, in her realm, and then how lawn care and plants and things like that are very creative. They're very much like cooking, right? Mowing the lawn, that kind of stuff is very, you're figuring out where things should be. You're cooking. It's a little bit more leeway, right? Or decorating, or like anything like that, right? But when you're building, then it's like baking, and it's like you need exactly 4 cups of this, 1 tablespoon of this, and this like this. And so with building actual structures, it's like the weight and the support and the angles and the cuts and all this stuff. So it's just a little bit more complicated, right? So it makes me a little nervous, which I think I've just tried to plan extra. But I sliced my top of my finger open, and that wasn't even on that project. I was just pulling out some of this grass that I hate. So I was pulling it out, and something else had little razors. I think it was this long vine that's got little like, it'll climb anywhere because it's just so sticky. It's like Velcro. It's ridiculous. It's got little like tiny little barbs that like protrude like this so that it can climb. So that sliced the top of my finger open, and then I was like, well, I guess I gotta wear gloves and stuff because I'm working with cement and everything. So I think I got some cement powder in it, so it doesn't really feel great. And then I sliced this finger open right on its knuckle, so like bending any of that was really hurty. I'm like so thankful. My hand hurts, and though, so then I messed up here too a little bit. So like here and here, like I don't know what happened, but this top part too. And yeah, last night it was just very painful, and I'm very thankful that I can go to sleep and I can wake up and things can be less painful. It's a brilliant miracle of the simulation is that you can heal your body, right? So this morning, Virginia's dad's coming to try to help me fix the tractor because having the tractor would be hella great. I moved 80-pound bags of cement, and I moved like 5 of them up to the top of the property where the fence just or the gate just was, right? And so each of those fence posts also need like 1 or 2 bags, and so we have like pallets out there of it, but it would be nice to have a tow behind for the tractor and just kind of like use some electricity and use some gas when it matters. I am like ripped now, right? Like all my muscles are like, oh, I'm here now. Super swole from yesterday. Right. Plus, I'm on time with my shots, and I've been drinking protein powder in the morning, and I've got on my new ADHD medicine, and I'm expecting to go in and get weighed and them to be like, you've lost like 30 pounds. I don't know if this is healthy. And I'm like, listen, just tell me the lowest that I can't go, and we're gonna stick to that, because in the winter it's like, what's the highest? In the summer it's like, what's the lowest? Where's my weight range, right? And my wardrobe is like, fuck you. These shorts are not gonna fit without a belt. And then the next time it's like, fuck you, I'm not getting up over your leg. Like, yep. And for me, this is just my personal weight loss journey. It's my personal experience. One is that the more weight I gain, the more it feels like my body is turning into a woman, right? Like, it's like the places you gain weight to me are like, I can't handle it mentally because my body is like betraying me back to its other gender. And then the other thing is that I feel like in the winter, at least, like unless I'm like on a treadmill or like playing Oculus or something like that, it's very hard to raise my core temperature to a point where it's like rendering the fat, right? Or like pushing out the water or anything like that. That feels like I'm losing the masses. Yeah. So, what's the plan for today? Today's Wednesday. Virginia's dad's coming over to fix the tractor in the morning. And I did lay out my clothes today, and I did make my coffee this morning. It's not quite as fast as yesterday because my hands hurt, and because it's the morning, so the ground is super wet, and so I haven't really like jump started into this thing. And in my mind, I'm like, whoa, you're making gates and stuff like that, which is great. Like the fence is something that's definitely on my list of things that has to get done. However, you're making a gate and you're not like, I don't know, working on this tax problem, or I don't know. Nothing else really actually seems like it's like, do be or else, right? Nothing really seems that way until it is. There's a little sinkhole in front of my house that I thought water was making it. I think water was making it for a minute because I didn't have the extension pole on the sump pump outlet. So the water was just and then going down and being pumped up and then going down. So it's just like this sinkhole, right? But I noticed that the humming bees, have started going in there. So I don't want to fill it up and just be a super asshole that's like, hey, I saw you guys were using this, but I'm just gonna put some shit in here and kill you. Cool. Right? Hank's allowed outside now because it's August. June and July are his captured months. I've noticed considerably less chipmunks and things like that. And I don't know whether it's because he killed Dylan. R.I.P. Dylan. But Daphne and Dale and Duke, I haven't seen any of them since, which is kind of sad. It's really sad. But we've got the cat. Yeah, is out because it's August. So, I mean, yeah. I guess just because I haven't seen the chipmunks out doesn't mean they're not out, and that is. I just remember letting him out the door at the end of July and being like, "Fuck, what if he kills Daphne?" Because he was going out this door, and I think he ended up killing Dylan. Um, Took some pictures with Dylan. I didn't have enough time to taxidermy him and kind of be like, "This was Dylan." Um, so I wrapped him in linen and put some flowers on him and put him out on the altar by the mouse house. And then I was like, maybe they won't use the mouse house because they smell dead chipmunk, right? But something took the hey, hey, bye. Where'd she go? Where she's going? Allergy appointment. I found the best thing for Thor, the barking dog next door. I found the best thing to is to just like kind of mock him a little bit. That's how he knows it's me. is that he'll be like buff buff buff, and I'll be like ruff, ruff, ruff. And he'll be like ruff. And I'm like ruff. And then he's done. He's like, oh, that guy. Okay, Coffee with Jason, episode 3. Should pull out a card here. 12 minutes. Boop-a-doo. Can't pull one out. My finger doesn't fit. Pulled it out from the side. I think we already did. Where do you feel most at peace and ease outside of the home? Now, when we say home, are we talking about the building? Because then it's my little fort back there that I sit and I smoke and write and just like chill. It's like my little peace place. I forgot what the plant is, or what the bush is, but it grows very quickly, and it grows out a lot. Like it's space hog. So I've just been taking down its, like pulling down its things and just like connecting them. So it's like this little bush, like that you can get into and sit in. Maybe I'll do Coffee with Jason tomorrow in there, and I'll show you. I was thinking of doing a nightly roundup too, and just like so instead of this morning being like, hey, look at my fence thing, last night I would have been like, hey, look what I did, right? Like a little 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night. Maybe. But I used an auger and I dug 4 holes and successfully, so that's good in my brain, because now the last time we used an auger it was miserable. It was a 2-person auger and it sucked. And it got stuck and I had to dig it out for like 2 hours, and then by the time I could, my arms were jelly, and we're lifting it up out of this hole. It's huge. It's like, right, 2 people, and we go to the next one. It's okay. And then the next one I went to go do, I was like, my arms just won't. I'm sorry. So we ended up buying an auger because it was cheaper than renting an auger 2 more times. Right. All right. How are you? What are you doing today? Oh yeah. That's good. Nice. It's like one of those fake voicemails. All right. Yep. It's wet. It'll be wet until noon outside. Welcome to summer, right? It's like a rainforest here in the bottom of Pennsylvania. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna be on fire. It feels like it's gonna be water that'll get us, right? So, earth moving, water making earth move. So, I guess I should end this if I'm. Outside the home too. Like outside of here, where I feel the most peace and ease is. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere, because time is marching on and people are expecting things of you, and everywhere you go. There's no such thing as like, I'm just gonna be here and that's it. And that's nice. Peace. Peace. Where's peace? Peace is just home for me. Da, da, da. What stuff have I been writing in my diary? It's not a diary. It's a future Bible. Yeah. So I'm gonna write a Bible where I string along the things from I go as far back in my family as I can and just like start talking about them. Be like the book of Jasper, the book of John, the book of John, the book of the New Haven colony, the book of Newark, New Jersey, and like things like that, and just make it like a really cool Bible, but like just string it along on just my timeline, right? Because that's what it is. It's basically just like the first couple, like this person the people who were like, we can write this down, and then they wrote it down and it stayed. They're like, and they tied God in with it, and they did this, and all of a sudden, okay. Should I do a different video altogether? I feel like I've stopped a lot of times here. The momentum of an idea, like I have an idea, and even sometimes even the execution of the idea is right, but when it's a long execution, like a consistently long execution of an idea, it's like the first day is great, Tuesday was great, Monday I got super organized, Tuesday was nailed it, knocked it out of the park. Now I'm at Wednesday and I'm like, what if I don't have the same energy about it? It's always the second. This whole world for me has been about twos. That's why I feel like I'm on level 2 of this, like, of whatever journey this is. Like, 1 is next. Because there's so many glaringly obvious things about the number 2 in this my specific filter of the simulation. 2s. Should write it all down. Should do the numerology of Jason. The book of Jason, the numerology of Jason. Here's the challenge. Not the problem, the challenge, right? Challenge is, I need to write as fast as my brain goes, right? So I start writing as fast as my brain goes, which is computer is writing, right? And then either my laptop battery dies, or I gotta go eat dinner or whatever, and I close the laptop, or I close Word, it's not Word, Pages, close Pages, and it disappears into like so much stuff is in just this little box. And so I open it up and it's gone again. Like maybe I don't know, it's like 5 days later and I do this and stuff. So I was thinking I would have to tie it in with a routine where I'm writing in the mornings as well. So I'm making this video, I'm writing in this little journal, and I'm writing for, let's say, a half an hour using the computer. And so my buddy John was like, just answer the question, I remember when, and you don't have to put it in a specific order, just get these things out. And my mom said that she read a book about writing books, and they said 60 index cards is what you want, and then you write down an idea or a time or something on each of these index cards, and then you put them in chronological order, and then you sit there and you just write about them. So there's a lot of methods that can be used to write a book. The challenge is that, like, I could write a book. It's like, what's the book about? Because like it can't just be about me, because there's too much stuff. Like, is it about my college career? Is it about my origin story? Is it about my transition? Is it about the arc biome? Is it about the magazine? Is it about a little bit of everything of that? Like, and which one, what kind of story am I trying to tell here, you know? So, so maybe I know that it starts with practice, and I know that it starts with little small things like writing, just writing, I guess, in general first, and then it's like your fingers and your brain get connected. So the more you're writing, the more easily you're able to sit down and actually express an idea very quickly, rather than sitting down and getting flustered and then like losing your thought, like, why am I here writing this, basically. So the practice is good. The practice with the video has been good. The practice with the notebook has been great. Anything that I'm like, oh, I want to save this forever, seems very spiritual. I've got Ben Franklin's Virtues in there. I'm looking for the 10 Commandments. I've decided that if I'm going to put the 10 Commandments in there, I cannot take it. Like, anything that I want to put down in this book cannot come from the internet. So if I want to find the 10 Commandments and like maybe reword them for like the 10 Commandments of the Ark biome or something like that, then I've got to actually find it. So I busted out a Bible. Are the 10 Commandments in a Bible? Boop boop. Virginia has like a confirmation workbook that it might be in. I did take down something from the internet. It's not technically from Google. I didn't seek it out and then copy it in. But my aunt in England sent me a video about being an old soul and some of the indicators of being old, very, very old. And one of them was that we seek out a specific lifestyle, and that it comes from the idea that knowledge is power, and that wisdom is happiness, and that truth is freedom, and that if you know these things, then you would seek out knowledge, wisdom, and truth, because they're those things. They are those things in secret forms. So I'm gonna head out today. You hear that? That is, we live on a bike route, like a scenic bicycle route. So sometimes you just hear people talking. Yep. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get the tractor looking like he can just walk up to it and try to fix it. Get some tools ready and things like that, so that, and then clean up a little, because I had cleaned something and I put all the trash next to the door. So now, you know, you walk in and we look like trash people. All right. All right. So I was a little slow today. I do appreciate you hanging in there, seeing it through, watching it through. I hope you have a great day. I hope that whenever your day starts, or if it's over, or anything like that, that today's been good. You can always hope for good days, right? What even is a bad day anymore? I don't know. Just like hurting your hand all over the place. But I built a fence, or a gate. You know, everything has a cost. All right. Goodbye. See you later.